to the All Pro Racing promotional night race here at Charlotte International Speedway. We're going to have 20 laps with the Gen 6's open set for our promotional race leading up to our 50-50 bi-weekly series, which is our newest series we're running here at All Pro Racing. As usual, you got the Skippy with you, Andrew Williams in the booth, but I'm joined here tonight with Teddy Wisniewski. Teddy, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, of course. It's fun.
So we've got Teddy here. Obviously, we've got Michael and Nico behind the cameras tonight. Going to be doing all the magical work. I've got to say thank you very much to Michelangelo's Paintings, as well as All Pro Racing and All Pro Racing Broadcasting Network for putting together this time to put this race on. Just as they're going into qualifying, we've got a decent sized field here tonight, Teddy. We've got, in practice, we had 33 cars take a lap. The room is actually full, so 42 cars, and you take away a few of us. Around 39, 38 cars hopefully should be taking the green flag today or tonight. Racing conditions on this mile and a half are going to be overcast, 65 degrees, winds coming in from the east. So it should be good racing weather, but as we know, Teddy, you get this sort of good field of races here at Charlotte. We also see a bit of incidences. Yeah,
and it was really good out there. There was a lot of grip. It was a little bit on the snug side, but I see with some people's and their setups, they've gotten to free up a little bit, which I think will be good. And I think the field will get spread out quite a bit, knowing that they have a limited fuel load.
Yeah, that's right. So they're going to be running 50% fuel load. We're going to see if that comes into play. I don't think it will, considering the fact we only got 20 laps, but interesting to see regardless. One thing about what we're doing tonight is with this bi-weekly 50-50 series we were talking about before, Teddy. So it's a new championship concept brought by one of our own, Brian Eckstein. You're going to have $150 prize for the championships, all-up prize money, 15 races, one all-star race. You get $25 for the winner per round, but the all-star race is actually a $50 winner prize pool for the winner, which is absolutely unbelievable. And a lot of races. We've just gone down the first round already. The next race is tomorrow night, Teddy, at Michigan International Speedway. What do you think about this series, this bi-weekly series?
I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great opportunity for everyone to have a good time. There's no buy-in. And, I mean, they get a nice trophy at the end of the year if you win the thing. How cool is that? We all do this to enjoy the racing, but when you can get a little bit extra out of it, it's an awesome feeling. And the league is a very clean league, so I think it's a very good idea, and I'm happy to see it start out really well.
Yeah, absolutely. I forgot about the trophy. I've actually seen the trophy, and it's looking very foul. Yeah, pretty fabulous. I mean, looks absolutely unreal. But I'm just going through the prize. Like, they're paying out all the way to 10th in the championship prize money. Plus, with your wins on the way, to get into the All-Star race, you've got to qualify. I mean, these are just things that they're going to make a series be memorable. This is almost what the NASCAR drivers are racing for in the in their cup cars every week in, week out. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. You've got Michigan, Richmond, Las Vegas, Rockingham, Daytona, Kentucky. Obviously, the Darlington race is going to be our All-Star race. I can't wait to watch that one. Watkins Glen, Dover, Chicagoland, Bristol, Charlotte again. Oh, no, not again, but tonight we're doing it. Atlanta, Talladega, and then we're going to finish up on October the 18th at Homestead. So it's every second Sunday pretty much. We're going to be racing. It's just one of those things. I think it's going to be starting 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard too.
Yes.
So that's pretty incredible stuff there. It's going to be an excellent league. I'm watching the qualifying at the moment too, and we've got some fast cars at the moment. Very close. This is an open set, so this is where guys have to work on their sets or teams to get together to do a set together. And at the moment, we've got the 66 of Sean Fleury on pole with the 27.845. Alongside of him is Tyson Williamson, the 48 with the 27.897. So it's very close between those two. Then Chris Pence in the 14 is behind him with only a 27.938. So anything's going to happen there. Then back to Justin Egan in the 42 with the 28.039. Extremely close, Teddy. What do you think? You think we're going to see tonight in racing?
I think we're going to see a lot of side-by-side racing from fifth on back. And I think once everything gets going, then you can see people race the track and then race each other afterward. And back on the schedule of the league itself, I think the cool thing is those tracks that you listed are all very competitive tracks where you can run side by side and not wreck. They're tracks that you can actually race and have a good time on and have side by side groove racing. I think Charlotte, it's a tricky track to get a hang of for being a basic mile and a half. But I think this is going to be a great race tonight, let alone.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hearing you. I'm looking back over the list and I'm thinking Bristol side by side with Gen 6s. That's going to be a bit interesting. But no, you're right. I mean, I'm looking forward. A few of these tracks are extremely tricky. It's going to be good to watch these sort of caliber drivers at your Rockinghams. Definitely your Darlingtons. That's actually a 100 lapper with $50 on the line. So that's going to be incredible to watch there. But we must be also thinking about the overall thing. All right, so the cars are now on the grid. About to get set to ready to rock and roll. Now we got our pole man in the 66. Sean Fleury, he's going to be starting off pole in the Toyota Camry. Sean Fleury, sorry, did I say that wrong? And the speed stick gear in the Toyota Camry. Alongside of him will be Tyson Williams in the 48 Chevy SS, the Lowe's entry. Chris Pence in the 14 will be coming out of third. 42, Justin Egan is out of 4 in his Ford Fusion PSR TV. And round out top 5 will be Todd Robbins in the 34 Chevy SS Whiskey River. And we've got 67 out of 6 will be John Mustin Jr. in the Mountain Dew Shine Chevy SS. Brad Lane, the 31 out of 7. Brian Farrington in the Ford Fusion, number 10 out of 8. Jason Cardwell in the 35, Toyota Camry out of 9. And right out top 10 will be All Pro's very own Donald King in the 23, sporting the new paint scheme. You want to continue?
Yeah, in 11th we have Cody Griffin. He's got a nice paint. In 12th we have Rick Huffman with a nice lap. In 14th, or 13th, we have Josh Poole, In 14th, we have the 27 of Zach Mitchell. In 15th, we have the 88 of Austin Nielsen. In 16th, we have Russell Boyle. In 17th, we have Joshua Christman. In 18th, we have Christian X. Excuse me for my pronunciation. Not my strong suit. In 19th, we have Felipe Sanchez. And right at the top 20 is Buddy Shepard. As cars are rolling, Andrew.
Yeah, they're starting to roll now. We've got Ryan Eckstein back in there at 22nd, and the number 22. Had a look at his paint, had a chat to him earlier tonight, and he's looking forward to this with these big red machines. Sorry. And we're all the way down, so we've got 30 cars that actually qualified. But we're going to have close to 33 cars taking this green, so it's going to be pretty exciting to see what's going to happen here as the field is under control by the safety car.
Yeah, and I can't wait to watch Ryan Eckstein try to maneuver his way through the field. He was pretty fast in practice, and he's a really good driver, so I really want to see his take on how he's going to get through this field in a very short race.
It's one of those things, you got some of these guys, Ted, as you know, who are really good on the one lap, we call them hot laps. And then you got the guys who can do a good lap over 5, 10, 15, 20 laps on their tyres and still run very consistently. I think that's a Ryan Eckstein move, and I do believe he's going to come through the field. One of the other cars I'm going to be watching tonight as well is both the 23, and I don't mean to be biased, but also I'm going to look at my young fella here in the 48. I mean, Tyson, he's a good kid at heart, strong driver. It's going to be interesting to see how he goes. But the safety car is off. And it looks like they're green, they're going. So they've got the gas on. So far, everyone's side by side, 2 cars wide. Nothing too bad going on. Bit of 3 wide back.
3 wide.
I see a car spinning. It looked to be maybe the 24 got into someone there. But Sean Fleury's definitely going to lead this pack around with Tyson Williams in second. The 14 of Chris Pence, is he going to be in third? Slightly behind Chris is Justin Egan. No, it's not. Todd Robbins in fourth. So Todd's moved up.
Yeah, tough break for the number 5 Josh Poole. He's smoking on the apron of turn 2 right now. He got turned around there. I can go looking back at it. That's unfortunate to happen in lap 1.
Well, we've got lap 1 in the books there. It's a shame to see that happen. I mean, I sort of could sense something happening from further back, but right now, here we go. We've got a caution.
Yeah, there's
a big wreck. Big wreck on the back straight.
A lot of guys are smoking.
let's just have a look at this big wreck on the back straight.
Austin Nielsen was involved.
Oh, okay. We've got the 20. Can we get a replay on the 23 and the 88, please? On lap 2, coming out of turn 2. Austin Nelson, and in the 88, and I believe Donald King in the 23 was involved too. It's out of turn 2 on lap 2 there. Definitely a recipe for disaster what happened here. Alright, we're running the replay, so as you can see, you got Austin Nelson down low. In the 88, 23 up high was Donald King.
I think he came right into Don King's nose and not knowing if he was clear or not. And it looks like he just wasn't.
No, it definitely wasn't. And that's a shame. I believe Austin Nelson has already put the car behind the wall. I believe Donald King has got a bit of heavy damage there, but it's a shame to see that. One of the good things, however, Teddy, is these guys have got one quick repair. That's it, only one. They don't do more than that. They only got one. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to play out.
Yeah, I'm looking at Ryan Eckstein again, my pick to win this thing, and he's already up to 13th place, because of everyone's chaos, and I think he's got a good strategy. Just keeping it clean, don't actually race people until it's necessary.
Now the field's backed up behind the safety car there, so we've had a few movers and shakes. Let's just talk about some of the movers and shakes we've actually had. You're talking about Ryan Eckstein. So he's moved from 22nd to 13. That's an excellent, outstanding effort there. Also behind him, Tommy Dunn in the 63. Also moved from 23rd up to 14th.
Yeah, it seems like he's just following Ryan through, letting Ryan pave the field through, and he's going to follow.
I haven't not really seen many big, heavy losses. Another good one is that Jordan Polly, the 19, from 35 to 21. So some big movers happening amongst the field. Probably the worst one going the opposite way. Well, there's not really too many to say. Everyone's pretty much been moving up, and you sort of think, well, hang on, if someone's moving up, someone's going to be going backwards. So I'll be putting in the basket there would be Josh Poole in the 5 from 13th back to 27th. Unfortunately, he was involved in that first wreck.
Yeah, he got contact going into turn 1, hit the inside pit road wall, and that's just unfortunate. But it's good that he's still here. Some people would have left in that situation, but I'm glad that he stuck around.
Well, I believe for our next race, we're actually not going to be having cautions on. So it's going to be interesting to see the racing as far as no cautions go. Maybe a different, level head of racing or a different style of racing. But hopefully we're down 5 laps, 15 laps to go. Let's hope we can just go green all the way through, and I don't think these guys have to worry about too much.
No, you know what I think is going to be interesting? To see if Tyson Williams can hang on the outside of the leader on the restart. That could be key, because if he can use the outside momentum out of 2 and run down the backstretch, I think he can make the pass out of turn 4 if he can stay side by side with him the entire way through.
I'm sort of watching at the moment because we're obviously running the same internet here with he's maybe having a few problems there, a bit of glitchy, but let's hope our internet providers have understood what's going on here, and he's going to be good to go for the rest of the race. There's a bit of chatting on with the team radios too, I'm noticing, Teddy, at the moment.
Yeah, I see quite a few people talking as they're doubling up, and the pace lights are off.
So Sean Fleury at the moment still our man in the lead. Tyson Williams in second. Chris Pence third. Todd Robbins, is in fourth. Justin Egan fifth, and Ryan Farrington is currently in sixth. Our man who got caught up in that melee was Donald King, number 23, still currently down pit road. Maybe he had to get a tow because that thing is still torn up.
Yeah, he was beat up pretty good, and I'm actually in the back of the field right now, and I'm seeing some people that were involved in the wreck elected not to use the quick fix and just left out with the damage.
Well, maybe I could be very much mistaken. Wrong. No, definitely. I've just been short and fast repairs. One only is on. Let's see how we're going to go. They're all filing up. You see the car. Everyone's getting a bit antsy. There's a bit of a gap in the field.
Yeah.
Between 42 to 67. I wonder if he's going to hold back for a reason. Safety car is in. 42 is already in the back of the 14. And we green. 48 got caught sleeping there. The 14's through.
Oh, there's wreckers. They're wrecking in the back.
They're already wrecking behind.
They all got it straight though.
I thought Tyson was going to be a sit and duck there. The 48, I thought the 42 was going to have him on the inside, but the 48's managed to hold
they're
down,
wrecking down the back
straight.
stretch.
And there's another caution as they're coming up to lap somebody.
Yeah, Felipe Sanchez and Tommy Dunner involved. I saw them getting really close. I couldn't really tell, but it looked like someone came down.
So the 24 and the 63. We have a replay on the 24, so let's just go back and have a look at that. Now the 24, I don't mean to cast aspersions, but earlier on in the race when we had that first lap incident, turn 1, the 24 got on the back of the 5. Now I'm just watching here, so they come out of 2 on the restart. Okay, you got 63, the 65, and the 24, they sort of all gone for the same piece of real estate.
Yeah, and I see the 63 starting to slide in front of the 65. He is clear, not by much, but he is clear, and I think that just a little bit they got into it a little bit, the 24 and 63.
Yeah, it looked like the 65 just tagged the 63 rear end and caught the 24 as well, but it's a shame to see. We've still got some quicker pairs, guys. Let's keep going.
Oh yeah, the 65 ended up moving up and tagging the 24, and the 24 was just sliding in, and he caught the 63. And again, Ryan Eckstein he had a great view of that, and he gets clear with nothing. Fantastic.
There's the number 5 just got the wave around. So I'm just having a look now to see where Ryan Eckstein's moved up to. There he is. So to 22 up to 11th now. So he's going to be knocking on the door of the top 10 any minute.
Yes, and big key here, he's going to be on the inside on the restart.
Just behind him, you got the 32 of, the 65 of Kelly Judd. He started from 32 up to 12. So, and then behind him, you got Jordan Colley, the 19, started 35 up to 13. So you got these 3 guys here, obviously been working together to come through the field on what limited race laps they have. I've seen a bit. I'm actually hearing some radio chatter, a bit of damage there on the 14, rear end of the 14, where he got caught up in that restart before.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of a restart chess going on, or a restart game, if you will, and yeah, he got into the fender there. I had a good view of it. I thought something bigger was going to come from it. Luckily, nothing did.
And for what I believe, the Donald King entry, the 23 All-Pro entry of Donald King is still currently on pit road, 5 laps down. I believe he may have retired for the race, not too sure. He's definitely tore up even with that nice repair, but it's a shame. At the moment we've got 23 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, we still have a very big field and not many laps to go. I really hope these guys just get it green and run it green. This is a very difficult track to run side by side with, but it's easy. It can be done. It really can.
I must also make mention this evening we've got a massive shout out to Michael Angelo's painting and Michael D'Amico for all the time and effort these guys put into All-Pro Racing, televising these events, broadcasting them. If it wasn't for those people, we definitely wouldn't be able to do this and have the fun we have. So thank you very much, Michael Angelo's paintings, as well as All-Pro Racing Broadcasting Network. And thank you very much. Also, the reason we're here tonight, we must not forget, is for the bi-weekly 50-50 series. It's kicking off. Next race is tomorrow evening at 4:30 Eastern at Michigan with the Gen 6s, 50 laps, 50% fuel. $25 prize money's on the line, and I'm looking forward to that one too. But the car's now going doubled up, Teddy.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see
rejoin the race.
Donald King's rejoined. I'm starting to see this in the mix here. The 22 of Ryan Eckstein, he's there now.
Oh yeah, he's there. Now it's time to make his move.
He does have some fast cars around him, however. And it's nice to see all these people with their nice paint jobs on their rides. They take a lot of time and effort to make sure their cars look Mickey Mouse 100%. When you go back through and you have a look at the quality of these artwork on each one of these cars, it's these guys are very passionate about what they do.
Oh, definitely. A lot of paint is fantastic.
So we're safety car. He's dived in. Now we're under control of Sean Burry here, the 66. And we're green. We go again. Sean's got the lead. And it's almost 3 wide behind. I think the 48 got caught sleeping there. The 34 is on the outside of the 48. So the 48's been nuzzled back here to fit.
We're clean in the back pretty much. But we got 3 wide. And they settle it.
Very close between the 10 and the 48, then into turn 3, but it looks like the 66 is just starting to pull an ever so gap. The 14 hot on the heels of the trying to catch up the 66 at the moment, 34. So who we got there? The 14 of Chris Pence and Todd Robbins in the 34, as well as Cody Griffin. He's made his way up to the number 3. And the 3 to the inside, it's on the 34. So Cody Griffin moves up to 3rd. Carson moves is following Cody through. Unable to get a contact between the 34 and the 3. And now the 10 looks to be doing a... Oh, jeez. The 10 got the 48 into the wall.
Oh, no. Oh, and they're wrecking,
Ouch.
they're wrecking hard.
Ouch.
We have cars in the grass, cars scattered everywhere.
Yeah. So the 48 is flipping end over end. I want to get a replay of the 48 and the 10. Here we go, we're going to have the 48 and the 10. So as they entered into turn 3, are going pretty much into turn 4. Yeah. It's, I believe, like the 10 has clipped. I saw a bit of smoke earlier, and it just sort of put the car on it, got it loose.
Another touch is he also got under the left rear, and we all know in the NASCAR racing world that makes the car very loose.
And that's what's happening. He's then trying to chase up the track, hit the wall, and that was pretty much it. It was game over then.
And he also had to take a tow because he had blown the motor.
Well, it was netcode, but prior to the netcode on the side, you can actually see the 10 just drove right off the rear end of the 48 in 3 before the 10 gets on the inside of him.
So the way I look at this, Andy, now is we're going to have a very, very hard battle for the win now because if we get one more caution after the green flag, that will be the race.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to pan out that way, which is not going to be cool because we definitely want to see this end on a green.
Oh, definitely, and you know, there were a lot of fast guys here. I think we can all agree. Sometimes all fast guys just running together doesn't really blend well, but this race had a lot of promise. Oh, Ryan Eckstein is pitting from 10th place.
Is that something you'd be looking at doing on right now? I mean, when Chris crossed over for lap 16.
Well, he does have some nose damage. I think he was one of the cars that got involved after the melee of the 48 and 10 incident. Very unfortunate. He was running very well. Running in the top 10. Probably could have had a chance at the top 5. There's actually quite a few cars in the field with some damage. I saw the 30 car of Andrew Holland. He has quite a bit of front nose damage. Electing to stay out. There's a few cars out there with some damage. Brad Truex has some rear end damage on the 649.
I'm hearing a lot of radio chatter at the moment, Teddy, with people asking about damage right now.
Yeah, because they want to finish as best as they can and hope that they can race for this at least the top 10 or get the best finish possible. They're doubling up. I hope we can get all these laps green to the finish, shall we?
Alright, so they're doubling up now. The 48 tires points has come through. He's actually done. It's all over for him. Pretty disappointed there.
I'd imagine he was running very well the entire race and had a really fast car in practice and qualifying.
Here's something, watch this now. So you got the 3. He's really sort of pushing up on that 66, and that 67's holding back.
Yeah, this could be interesting to see if the 67 gets such a run that he has to catch up.
I think it's going to happen, but they know that all they need to do is make a run for the first corner. And I don't want to say it like this, Teddy, but they just need to make a fast run for the first corner and let whatever happen, and just try and be in front before that caution comes out, unfortunately. And they've got the race in. So the safety car is in. 66 on the inside, 14 on the outside, 66. Then go. And the 3's following the 66 through. And here comes Cody Griffin. Cody Griffin started from 11th, up to 2nd now. The 14 of Chris Pence is slotted into 3rd there.
Oh, there's people are battling really hard.
They're side by side, yeah. They're fighting for it back there.
They're wrecking. The 24 is sideways. See if he can get it off the track. He's on the apron. He's got to go back going. Quite a few cars.
Ooh, here we go. The 3. Cody Griffin looking for an inside run. Sean Fleury, he sort of kept it tight. He's gone wide. The 3's through. Here comes the 40. He's going to lose. The 10's now on the outside.
The 10's going to the inside of the 66 on the back. Going into 3.
Who saw this coming? And they're going to touch.
66 up near the wall and 10 is through.
He got pushed out by the 10. New leader. White flag, here we go, this is it, the 10, he's bumping the 3 now. The 10, he's trying to do a bump and run on the 3. I don't think Cody Griffin's going to take much of this.
I think he's going to go to the outside if he wants to make this pass.
The bump and run's done.
He's moving to the 3 and he's going to win it. On the wreck in the back.
And there's the line, there's the race.
Ryan Farrington ran a really good finish.
I'd consider that to be a bit dirty based on the fact of the amount of hits he was doing on everybody. It leads me to believe maybe the thing on the 48 was not, exactly innocent as much as he claims.
And you can see these 2 drivers are not happy.
They're not happy at all. They're not happy at all. And the 66, he feels hard done by. Cody Griffin also feels hard done by. And he's spun. The 10 is spun.
I think he just celebrated.
Oh, he's celebrating. Okay.
And Cody Griffin will have to celebrate too for finishing on the podium.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty disappointed that the 10 is going to take the prize money there when quite clearly his racing would be substandard.
I will give him this though, that there weren't many. I mean, he had one shot to win that thing, and he definitely threw it in there. He pulled pretty much a Brad Keselowski move, and not many people will respect the move, but I think some would understand it.
I think when we're trying to put on races to promote a series that we're going to be running, we can't really have that sort of tomfoolery behaviour. It was a fun race, no dramas, but I actually don't want to interview the 10. I'm quite disappointed in his actions in this race.
I mean, I could. I'll be kind of fair. Shall I go ahead?
Go for it, all yours.
Brian Farrington, this is Petty Wazinski in the All-Pro booth. You got a copy? Brian, do you have a copy?
Oh, well, it seems we can't get a word in.
Yeah, we can't get anything there. I'd actually like to put that to review. Because a lot of people are a bit disappointed with the 10 on the bump and runs he was doing.
Oh, would
Can
you
we
like
just get a
to
replay by any chance while we're waiting? We're going to get a lap together, so we want to sort of watch this. Alright, so we just, on the last lap, the Farrington in the 10.
You've gotten into...
Yeah, as he's heading down into 3. Alright, so we're going to start back at lap 19. But you even need to go back further than that to watch what he did to the 66. He hits the 3 into turn 2. The 3's able to get a good run, and then as they head down into turn 3, he just... If the 3 wasn't there, I don't think he would have made that corner the way he did. He just... we're looking on... so we started from lap 19. As they've crossed over onto lap 20.
Yeah, and in turn 3, he moved up and made the Forza 66 up.
So if they're 19 on the back stretch, that's when you see the 10 gets a good run on the outside, and it's fantastic here, but then he goes to the inside of the 66 and carries a lot of speed into that corner.
And if the 66 wasn't there, he wouldn't have made the corner.
Absolutely not. And this is what I'm saying, you know, it's all well and good we have good, fun, hard racing, but not when you just, you know, take deliberately out people. The first incident between the 10 and the 48, I was like on the wall. I didn't know where to look, racing incident. But then the 10 with the 66... Now the 10 with the 3, I'm starting to see a bit of a pattern here. Yeah, turn 1.
He got into him, there was smoke coming out of the 3 in turn 1. The 3 saves it.
Yeah.
Then in turn 3, he drives in way too hard and barely gets the left rear and makes the 3 go up towards the wall. And the 3 again had a fantastic save, but yeah, again, the 10 was driving very over-aggressive there.
I think it should be, I'd like to see a penalty placed on the 10 at least. I hope the admins are watching from upstairs. Yeah, the number 10, on the 10, you know, we're all here for a bit of fun. I just think that just went a bit too far.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess we can do an interview based on the fact we've got the number 3 here, and we're going to give him the win.
I just want to hear his take on things.
All right, let's talk to number 3.
So, Cody Griffin, it's Andrew is up in the booth. You got
Yeah, we got you.
Teddy, go for it.
you ran a great race, and you had a really good run in that last little 5-lap dash. What is your take on the Brian Farrington's move on you?
Well, I think he's kind of mad because coming down before that last caution, or it might have even been the caution before that, I rubbed him up just a touch to get by him. I mean, I just barely bumped him, and I guess he wasn't happy about that, and he tried it the lap before the white flag. He tried to move me, and he just did it lightly. And then going into 3, coming to the checkered, he punted me, and it was all I could do not to destroy the car. And I rode down beside him on the back stretch. I didn't want to wreck him, nothing like that, but he knows I wasn't happy. But all in all, it's just racing's a contact sport, so we'll go into this next room and see what we got there.
All right, so Cody, it's Teddy Reeves you got here. Now, with what we're doing here at All Pro Racing, we're promoting the bi-weekly 50-50, with the Gen 6s racing on a lot of the cup tracks with 50 laps with 50 cent fuel. What do you think about coming to join us tomorrow night at the Michigan race?
I think it sounds fun.
We do have a prize pool of $150 throughout the course of the series, as well as $25 per race win. And I'm sure they'll go well with the race wins you're going to receive tonight.
Right. So I saw in the comments that Ken got DQ'd. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Did he get DQ'd for the contact?
For numerous contacts throughout the course of the race.
Oh, kiss my ass, dude. Grow up.
That ain't good on live TV.
Gonna DQ somebody.
That's just unfortunate, uncalled for. He really didn't have to go that far, Andrew. I don't know what his problem is. I think he knows that he raced a very dirty race. All right, Andrew. Guess we could run down the final results. Taking into account that Lieutenant Brian Farrington is DQ'd for numerous incidents throughout the race, we're going to have Cody Griffin as the winner, and second place being Chris Pence. Third place will be Sean Flory. All ran great races. And then, fourth will be Jordan Pauly, and fifth place will be Justin Egan, rounding out your top five. So, Andrew, what was your take on the race besides the incidents with Pence?
I think overall the cautions really let it down, but we knew we were going to sort of see something like that based on the fact that we're going to have tonight. It was interesting to see some of the cars, how they were coming through, especially like, for example, the 19 of Jordan Pauly, started 35th, finishing up in fourth there, obviously missing a lot of the wrecks and stuff. So it was good seeing him. Tommy Dunn was involved, he was coming through the field. Brad Truex with the 649 also coming through the field. So there's a lot of strong cars here. It'd be good if a lot of these guys can actually join us on the bi-weekly 50-50 series to make that series an even more popular event. I do want to express our sincere apologies to the outlandish language on the 10 there. But just simply, we sort of do run to iRacing rules. And we do try and make sure that this racing we do conduct here at All Pro Racing is done fairly, as well as with a lot of respect to each other driver. You cannot simply have a driver who can just bump people out of the way, okay? We do, all of us have a soft spot for the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt, but we just cannot have that in this sort of racing, where people are just bumping each other out of the way. A lot of these guys work really hard on their setups, really hard on getting a car where it was, and the first incident early on in the race, I sort of let slide. I was a bit annoyed because it was a bit personal with me, but then it continued to happen. I saw a pattern in this, and I just don't want to see a pattern in our series form that way. So I do want to extend an apology to everyone out there, all the other competitors, viewers, and so forth. I hope you had to hear the language you heard from that individual, but that's how it was. A lot of people were upset with the driving and the conduct of driving that was played by one person here this evening. But we're not going to let that dampen us. We're going to roll into another race. We're going to have where are we going to head next race, you reckon? Will we have a super speedway or another mile and a half? What do you think? Maybe we should do a Michigan race.
Maybe. It's a good call.
All right, we're going to sign off right now. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here at All Pro Racing in our promotional series night. On behalf of Teddy Wisniewski, Michael D'Amico, Michael Angelo's Paintings, and myself, Andrew Woods, we're going to sign off. We'll be back on very shortly. We're going to do another race at Michigan. 20 laps, no cautions. Let's rock and roll.